Sorry, what happened?
Well, the table, I think my floor is uneven, maybe because the table
Mm.
wobbles.
Oh, it wobbles. Okay.
Mhm.
Are you sure like one of the bottom pieces don't like screw like rotate out? Sometimes they rotate out and then.
I don't think it's that.
Mm.
Oh, I don't know. This is an old table. It's a hand-me-down from my parents.
Okay. Hey, hand-me-downs are good too,
No, it's great. I love it. Um,
but it may be uneven.
yeah, I'm not sure if it's, I don't know if it's my floor or if it's my table.
Yeah. No, I understand. Um,
So what's the topic today for fitness?
okay, yeah, because I'm actually recording. Okay. All
Mhm.
right. All right. So it's your boy Trey. Well, let's just talk fitness. And I'm here with my moderator slash admin, Kara. And she's also a moderator for this specific group. Kara, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Doing good?
Yeah, how are you?
I'm here. I'm here,
You're
you know,
good.
like,
Okay, okay.
yeah, a little space, but ain't nothing that we can't work through.
Hmm.
And I guess before we even dive more deeper into the topic itself, because I'm actually really curious to hear you answer it. How has your fitness week been? How has your goals been? Did you have any weekly goals this week that you hit? How did it look like in terms of fitness for you? How was it?
Okay, for fitness, I got back into the gym um this week with my trainer. I went
Mm.
times this week,
Wait, how
which
many?
three. I went three times,
Wow. Okay.
which is better than it has been. Well, because like with my school schedule, sometimes it's hard.
Yeah.
But I've gone let's see, on not last Friday, but the Friday before, after the gym, I went out with my friend Felicia, who's my gym buddy.
Okay.
And like we went out to eat. And then she was telling me that on the like she sets a timer at the gym
Mm.
because she needs sleep. Like she
Yeah.
works nights. So
Yeah.
like basically comes straight from work to the gym and then she goes to sleep and that like
Yeah.
before she goes back to work. So she sets a timer for 2 hours to have 2 hours at the gym.
Mm.
So like for me, sometimes like with school,
Yeah.
I have like there's like homework and things that I have to get done. And it takes me like 30 minutes to drive to my gym.
Yeah.
That's like an hour in traffic, like, there and back.
Yeah.
And then I usually spend like I can spend a long time at the gym,
Mm.
like 2 hours minimum, sometimes like longer.
What are you doing at the gym? Like,
So like I sign up for two classes, which are half an hour long. So they're
nice.
an hour. But then before the classes, we like he wants you to warm up. So I warm up for 30 minutes on the elliptical doing cardio.
Mm.
And then we do the hour of the class. And then you do like 30 minutes on the treadmill at the end. So that's like um 2 hours. But
Wow.
sometimes it's long, like sometimes his classes go a little longer too. It just depends
Yeah.
on what we're doing. Like if it's weights or we always do core
Mm.
or some like whatever. So sometimes I'm just like, I don't know that I have the time to go all the way to the gym. I
Yeah.
and the days that I don't go to the gym, I do like a workout at home,
Hmm.
like on YouTube. So like I do workout every day, except for Sundays, but or I try to. But it's just like on the days I don't go, I try to get some kind of workout at home. Um, but when she told me about that, the 2 hour thing,
Yeah.
like I can do that. Like if I on the days I actually have like not that I'm gonna go every single day, but I want to try to get to the gym at least 3 times a week because
Absolutely.
I miss it. Like especially I've been missing back days, which the
Mm.
back back days is like my favorite day.
Yeah.
I also miss leg days, but you know what? I can do those on my own.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hmm.
Dee. Because my trainer will kill me on leg day.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 exactly. And why is she looking like a nurse? Looking like she just came in like she about to take somebody's blood or something. Like dang,
He doesn't
like
look like a nurse.
she looks like a
He's just
nurse.
he's just wearing a V-neck shirt.
I don't know why that shit looks more like one of them hospital. Yeah, you know,
Is it like a scrub top?
yeah, scrubs. You look like she's in scrubs
Uh,
right now. Like you about to go deliver a baby or something. What's going on?
I don't know.
Am I the only one that sees that? I know y'all see that.
I mean, now looking at it, from here I get what you mean, but it's
Yeah.
just a regular,
Oh, it's a t-shirt. What the heck?
Yeah,
yeah, but it's a V-neck. Like,
yeah, it's a V-neck t-shirt. I mean,
Wow.
I can see what he's saying, but also it doesn't really look like the scrub material.
right? Yeah, because their material's like, I don't know what type. It's a different material.
Yeah, it's like cotton or something, like polyester or something. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Gotcha. I just thought you just came from the hospital. So I was like, I wonder what happened. Okay. We were just catching up with kind of the fitness goals for the week. I kind of wanted to just hit on Kara's goals, and then you can share as well before I kind of dive into the topic. Um, I definitely know that the topic for today is something that G does. I'm not sure if Kara you do it or how often. So that's what I'm really curious to see. But yeah, no, Kara, I definitely get it. Kara was just saying that she works out. It's easy for her to work out in the gym for like 2 hours or so. Is that how long you work out too, G? Just kind of a quick question. Like, do you work out in the gym for, I guess, on average, 2 hours or 2+ hours?
No, so it depends on the workout though. So, for
Mm.
legs, my lower body days are a little longer because I need more time to rest in between
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
sets.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but even that though, I would say lately it's been more like an hour and 10 to 20, 10 to 20,
Wow. Okay.
an hour and 10 to 20, including like warm up and cool down, like stretching. Yeah.
Mm.
Including all
How?
that, I would say like that amount of time.
Wow. Wow. Well, hold on. So that's average.
Yeah. But Trey, keep in mind that's not like that whole time you're pushing. That includes is the reason why it's longer is
Yeah.
because of the rest period. That's what makes it like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
True.
Yeah,
True.
I'm not saying I'm at the gym for 2 hours. I'm not saying I'm like working out the whole
The whole two
Yeah.
for two
hours.
hours. Like there's talking, there's um
Okay.
there's
Okay.
like rests,
Yeah.
like no. But I mean like when we are actually like working out, we're working out. But we do
Mhm.
also have like, in between sets, at least 30-second to a minute rests in between
Gotcha. Mm.
some time.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. And you're probably, yeah, you're probably definitely more of a social butterfly than G. G just be plugging her headphones and she just, yeah,
Well, that's only because I go there for the class, like, and
right.
people that I've met through it.
That's
But
true.
I mean, if I wasn't going there for the class, I do have my headphones in when I do my warm up.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, it's just moments in which you have socialization or moments when you're coming across, but the 2 hours is like encompassing everything that you do.
So at the gym time, like just I will be at the gym for 2 hours.
Gotcha.
But for me, like for my friend Felicia, she starts her timer, the 2 hour timer, when she starts the warm up.
Mm-hmm.
I start my 2 hour timer because for me, I only do the timer on the days that I am busy, like when I have
Mm-hmm.
something that's due. So I start my 2 hour timer as soon as I park my car because that's
Wow.
like
Mm-hmm.
because it takes me a half an hour to get back home too. So
Oh
I'm
my
like
goodness. Yeah.
I have to like as soon as I park my car, this is as much time as I'm giving to the gym. And
Gotcha.
as long as I got my workout with my trainer and I would say peace,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
my timer goes off.
I love that. I love that. All right, and all right, one more little quick question before we kind of dive into. I'm sorry, I just got to know this. So after you hit the timer, or after you hit that time, let's say for you it's an hour, and for Kara, for you it may be 2 hours. Is it a matter of like you're just dropping everything and going, hey, that's it, we're done. If I didn't hit anything, I can't do it. If I didn't stretch, I can't do that. Like, are y'all like hardcore cutoff? It's like I got it. G, you may be like that because you have a lot to, a lot of things you got to do too, and you too, Kara. You got a lot of things too that you do. So is it something that y'all like? Is it a hardcore cutoff and y'all aren't trying to like do all the other parts, or is it like I got to get my downtime stretch? I got to make sure I get my cup of water. I don't know. I got to get my massage. Is it a hardcore cutoff for both of you?
I mean, I only do the massages on Fridays because I have time on Fridays. So,
Mm,
um, but um, for me, I made sure that like I only did this one time. Like it was like I just did this. It was on Monday this week because Mondays are busy for me. So
yeah,
like I hadn't been going to the gym on Mondays, but when my friend told me about her method, the timer method, I was like, I can use that so I can still go to the gym and like get home and do stuff.
yeah.
So so yeah, so then on Monday it was I got to do my half an hour warm up on the elliptical, and then I was with my trainer we did chest, shoulders, and triceps that day.
Mm,
And so like I went through all the workout, and then when my timer went off, I think I had like one more set of something for the triceps. So I made sure to just do that last set, and then I was like, I'm gone. Because he told me
okay.
he did say after that, like after I finished that set, he's like, we're about to do core. I said, I can't do core with you today because I gotta go.
Yeah,
So um, so yeah.
that's good. Okay. That
Core, but I had to go because that was my time was
your
up.
time up.
I had other
Exactly.
things to do. So
Gotcha. It just depends. So for you, it's just varies.
mhm.
Okay. Okay. And UG, are you also just cutting it off right then and there, hour, boom, I don't care if I didn't stretch or anything, or are there certain things that you just kind of make sure you get even though you go?
So it pretty much depends because sometimes I will like have an hour to work out in between my clients. So if I do
Mm,
have like an hour,
yeah.
and let's say if for whatever reason I wasn't able to stretch like before my next client, like I don't have time to stretch,
Yeah.
then even if I don't stretch in that moment, I'll stretch later. Like later
Gotcha.
on in the day, I'll stretch because I know I didn't stretch earlier after my workout. So sometimes that does happen. It just depends. But then there are times where I'm able to work out and get my stretch in after.
Yeah.
Then
Mm,
obviously like that's ideal. That's better because then I just stretch and then boom. But either way, even if I don't get it done within that time frame, I will do it later on. I will do the stretching later on, no matter what.
really?
That's yes. I'm strict on that.
Mhm.
All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, I love it. I love it because it's gonna segue right into it. So we talking about stretching today. I love it. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. And we've touched on it before, G. We've definitely touched on it before.
Oh,
But yeah, we touched on it a few times. It wasn't a lot.
no, I
So
was just sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just wanted to say a lot of people do not stretch
I
and they make
know.
time to stretch.
Yeah, that come on. That's why I think you need to make a video on that, G. Because
She has made
I
videos,
have.
right? She
Yeah.
has.
it must have been a while ago.
She made a really good video about stretching before hiking.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Man, hey, you got a fan over here. Cause how the way you know all this? Look, Karen got you in a catalog.
I I support her, Trey.
Yeah, she just supports me, unlike you,
Okay,
which
here
is
we
fine.
go.
That's fine, Trey. You don't gotta
No,
hide it. It's fine.
okay, no, I do support. You better get out of here, man. How many times I be responding to them IG stories, and I be on YouTube. I'll probably be the only comment, but I'll be making them. Like, come on,
I don't comment on YouTube videos, so
exactly. You see
It's
that?
okay. No, I'm
You see
joking.
that?
Okay, but she can actually remember the stuff I post compared to you.
Hey,
So
it's been a
clearly
while.
you just be
No,
clicking, clicking,
no.
clicking.
Well,
You don't actually, which is fine.
no, I do. I do. I just Like when I watch G's videos, I just scroll. Like I'll take the cursor and I'll like move it. Like I did. I moved it on your blindfold thing, and I saw where you dropped something, and I saw like your toes and all the time. At least you had your toes painted. That was cool. But like that's like
Wait, what are you talking about?
you had
Apparently when you did
the
the blind.
blindfold thing. Yeah, you dropped something on the floor.
Oh, I was like, wait, what is
Yeah.
he talking about?
You dropped some on the floor, but I was like, she's just trying to show her toes off. That she got her toes done. Cause you always showing your toes to your nails when you get your toes and nails. I was like, she's trying to stunt. But what?
That's just you. That's just you looking at my toes. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, I'm not. Okay, no, we are
No
not
one has
making
ever
this.
pointed out my feet except you. So,
Well, your food dropped right on the toes, so it's pretty hard to
okay.
miss. Like I was waiting for an ad. Toes done by so and so. Like
No.
Trey.
no, but it was good. It was a good video. I just scrolled through. I ain't gonna even lie with you. I scrolled through because your videos are they're detailed. They're very detailed, and for a good reason. For a good reason. Like it's there's no shot at it. But yeah. I mean, I definitely want to talk about stretching though because I feel like a lot of people don't do it, and just like y'all said, a lot of people I think bypass it or like I said, if it's a hard cut off, it's did we lift the weights? Did we get it in? Did we do the cardio? But no one's talking about stretching before or after, right? Because it doesn't just seem to be something you do after a workout. I think it's even more important to do it before, at least in my experience. In terms of injuries, in terms of injury prevention, all those different things. Um, so let's dive into it. Let's get into it then. So when it comes to working out, and I'll just start off basic. Do you both stretch? And I'm assuming it's a yes, but do you both stretch before and after? And if so, what stretches are you doing? Is there a consistent stretch that you both do when you are stretching? Or is that something that is just, you hit a certain stretch per workout or per certain type of workout? And then why? Why do you stretch those different areas? Because not everybody stretches the same area, but I want to know about y'all. Are y'all stretching and then what areas are y'all stretching and hidden? And then why?
Well, when it comes to stretch, first of all, there are two types of stretches. There's dynamic stretches that you do before a workout, which is in your warm up. And
Yeah.
then there's static stretches that you do after your cool down. So
Yeah.
a lot of people, when they think of stretching, they're probably thinking of like this,
Uh,
this.
mm-hmm.
Those are static stretches. So those are stretches that you do afterwards. But a lot of people don't know that. So I just want to like get that out the way in the
Yeah.
beginning because again, a lot of people think like that's how you warm up. That's not
Yeah.
how you warm up.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wait,
there are
what's the stretches for warming up?
dynamic stretches and those are different stretches.
How do those stretches look? Because I be doing the static ones all the time. So like, can you like give me one?
Yeah, there's so basically a dynamic stretch is any type of way you can move the body part that your body used to work out. So for example, instead of like, let's say I'm going to do upper body, right?
Mm-hmm.
And instead of me doing this and all that stuff, right? Just some like arm swings is a much better movement. I can't
Mm.
hitting myself on the desk, but moving my arms like and then like moving my shoulders all the way around, opening up range of motion because like I said, it opens up your range of motion. And dynamic stretches will increase your blood flow and will send blood flow to the areas that you're about to use. But these type of stretches, the static stretches, that tells your body to relax. And it actually increases your risk of injury. So you're not supposed to do those stretches before a workout. You're supposed to do them
Whoa.
afterward.
Whoa. Okay, you mentioned that before. That this is definitely not new to my ears, but I kind of at the same time like fitness is all about repetition. Like you need to even hear the same stuff over and over again because you forget. That's actually really crazy. There's two different types, static, dynamic. It's funny because we use those words in coding, like in computer science. Like those are like two separate words that cater to coding, which is weird. but dynamic and static. And then in static is when you're still. It's like
Yes,
yeah,
static
yeah,
is
that's when
like
it is
holding something for
holding
like
something.
20
Yeah.
seconds, you know? Yeah, static is like still.
Yeah,
So that's
still.
how you remember it. Static is still. Dynamic means like moving, just
Movement. Yeah.
move in any way, honestly. Like even if you
Mm.
low key don't really know that many, like you're kind of like stuck, just moving is probably a lot better than this stuff.
Yeah.
100%. Like you just have a better chance. So
Mm.
just moving that body part in any way will help a lot. But again, like to answer I mean, obviously you guys can clearly tell. Yes, I do both stretches. I will do
Yeah.
dynamic stretches before the workout, static stretches afterward to answer like your question.
No, that's good. That's good. This is really helpful and very informative. Yeah, I've been doing it wrong, but thank you. I'll take it into account. I really will. But I ain't about to be doing it. It got to be more than just the arm swinging, right? Like I
No, I
guess
was just giving that as an example.
just,
Like,
so also like swinging your hips, right? Like when you got to go from left to right, left to right. That would be probably another good dynamic.
Mhm.
mhm.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. And like wrist motions, right? Like
Mhm.
counterclockwise, clockwise, all that stuff.
Like the ankle, like the twist, like the circles, ankle circles,
Yeah, exactly. All
neck
that.
circles, all that.
Okay. I feel like I'm a little crazy, but okay. Like, I would be sitting there, neck rolling around like
Um, it's stretch. It's
true, true,
stretch for
true.
you.
This is stretch. You right. I'm just gonna be like, somebody asks you, "What, Trey, you looking kind of crazy." So I'm gonna say, "G told me to."
But don't tell them like you should tell them you look crazy not stretching because you're about to hurt yourself.
That's
Well, I
true.
know Trey will look crazy stretching that neck because do you see that big head that he
Okay,
has to
okay,
like
here we go.
That's
Here
true.
we go.
that neck bone is probably stressed.
Honestly,
Yo,
Imagine
probably
like
yo,
watching that, like that's
yo,
crazy. He'd be like
okay.
rolling around like his body.
Yo, yo. Okay. Okay.
So I would think Trey looked crazy.
Okay. All right. All right. I would come to you. I'll pull up at your gym one day. I'm gonna just do a big old stretch in the middle of the gym. Keep on. All right. I cannot, man. All right. And Kara, do you
so
also stretch? You.
so for me, I really I don't do it as consistently as I
I
should.
knew it because I was like, Kara never mentions it.
Probably. Just because I don't mention it doesn't mean I don't do it, but I don't.
yeah, exactly.
No, it's true. I really don't. I know I'm supposed to, and I used to do it
Mhm.
more, but sometimes I neglect it because of time. I
Yeah,
like,
I knew it. I knew it.
which overall isn't good.
Hmm.
Overall, I know like it can cause injuries and things.
Mm.
Like, so, um, so I don't always stretch. What I find that I stretch more
Hmm.
when I'm at home though. Like before I do my like at home workouts, I will.
Yeah.
But it's when I'm at the gym, I don't always um do it.
Mm.
Um on Fridays, we always stretch together as a group at the end, but that's the static stretching. Um that's on Fridays.
Yeah.
But yeah. So but throughout, like before, I don't always do it. I try to sometimes, like if there's more time, like if I know what I'm working on,
Yeah.
like G was saying, like if I know like I'm working shoulders that day, I will for sure like be moving them around. Like I'll do shoulder strut,
Mm.
I'll do like these like arm huggy things,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you know? So I do that. Um, like I'll do like basic.
I love the description. The arm hugging things.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that
that's what
was
it looks like you're hugging yourself.
They are called that. I call them hugs.
oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they are, 'cause, yeah, that's what it looks like. I think
Yeah.
they are called that.
Hugs sound better than the arm huggy things.
Whatever.
I love it. No, I love it, Kara. I love it. I love it.
I love
Was
it.
it was nice. It was nice. I'm playing.
My descriptions are great.
It was cute. I love it. Arm huggy things.
So yeah, so I do that. And if
Yeah.
it's leg day, I'll try to do like like for dynamic stretching, you just kind of like lift up your leg, like, you know, like you don't hold it, you just
Yeah.
keep like back and forth with your legs and stuff.
Mm.
So
That's actually that's really good. I'm glad and thank you because you're answering my question, which is also like what's that you know what stretches do you do? G of course went a little more detail in terms of static dynamic, but thank you for sharing yours as well. Because I want people to get an idea of what stretches to do. Now, G, you did answer the why, so you did answer that why. And then Kara, for you, you also stated that though it's inconsistent, you do find the time to when you're working out a specific area, you stretch those areas as well. So
yeah.
now my next question too would be, how long should someone stretch? Like, G, you went to the extent of saying that it's really important. Oh man, you know, you can die if you don't stretch before. Like you kind of like made it sound like that. So I'm like, so and to be honest with you, in many ways, I feel that way. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, when I don't stretch, either before or after, I feel horrible. Like I think the soreness, I think I get more sore. I think I'm like more sore the next day. I find myself pulling certain things. And if I don't stretch in general, like even if I don't work out, but I realize if I don't stretch over a period of time, my bones start popping, things start getting tight. Like, you know, it's just I don't really understand the science behind stretching, but it just I know that it's just for my body. It's something about it is important. So with everything that we said, what would y'all say, or how long would y'all say a person should stretch, or how long do you stretch? So even like in me and Kara's case, if we don't know how long, you know, I guess you can answer the question of how long do you stretch and why? But I guess in general, and G, if you can fill us in more so, why and how long should someone stretch and then why as well, scientifically even?
Okay, so first I'll get into the duration.
Mhm.
So people do not have to stretch for like 20 minutes before, after. It all your body really needs is for warming up and cool
Mm.
down a good 5 to 10 minutes, and that's it.
Okay.
And it's
Wow.
yeah, it's not that long, but
Mm.
those, and I hear a lot of people say they don't stretch because of time, and I get it, but at the same
Yeah.
time,
You don't take it don't take that much time.
it don't take that much time, and it's just that little bit of time. If you were to, if you really think about it, if you were to do
She
that,
rebuking you, Kara. She rebuking you now. I'm playing.
I accept it, Trey.
I'm playing. I'm
know I'm
playing.
doing the wrong thing. I'm not gonna say I'm not doing it right.
I'm
She's totally
playing.
right. She's totally right.
She
I only
getting on
need to
this.
take 5 minutes. It's true. I accept my faults, Trey.
I'm playing.
yeah, she does, Trey, unlike you.
Oh my goodness.
And you were a trainer? I
Okay,
don't
here we go.
I don't understand.
Here we
Trey,
go.
every day you prove to me,
Yo.
that is shocking. I'm sorry, Trey.
Yo.
I'm being real. Like
I
I just
I
don't
I
understand.
got the numbers to prove it. She was losing weight. That's all we need to know.
Did she keep it off?
You know what? You know, no, you oh my goodness. Yo. If
No,
she
it's a genuine question.
if she watched this video, Shirley, I'm sorry.
No, it's like it's a genuine question. No, but I'm playing. No, but anyways.
Ooh.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No.
If she keep it off, that's not always the trainer. That's just them. But anyways, I'm just kidding. Okay. Okay, so yeah, 5 to 10 minutes, that's really all you need. And if you really think about it, if you do that, like dynamic stretches before the workout, static
Yeah.
after,
Mhm.
like think about how many times most people work out, maybe like 3 to 4 or 5 times a week ish,
Yeah.
right? It makes a difference, those 5 to 10 minutes every single time, which is why that'll prevent someone from feeling achy, feeling
Yeah.
tight, and all those different symptoms that you were saying that you
Oh,
so yeah, like I said, 5 to 10 minutes for both,
yeah.
minimum a good 5.
Yeah.
And I would say, like, honestly, like I always stick to like a good 30 seconds each. It just depends. It really depends on everyone's body's different. There
It's
are some
different.
people that need to focus more on their hips because they have really tight hips. There are some people that need to focus more on their ankles. There are some people that need to focus more on their shoulders. It all depends, but overall, 5 to 10 minutes, right?
10
Okay.
minutes.
And then the science, because you're asking like,
Yep.
okay, why?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, for the warm up, I mentioned it earlier, but it does increase your blood flow to the specific area that you're going to work. And that blood flow is really important because you are telling your body, we're about to work out right now. I'm
Yeah.
about to use these legs right now. So y'all need to wake up.
Yeah.
I need upper body. I need you to wake up because we're about to do X, Y, and Z. So you're telling your body to prepare. Basically, that's what you're telling your body, like I said, and that in itself decreases your risk of injury, lowers the chances
Lower the
of you
chances.
injuring yourself because you warmed up properly. Your body's already prepped and ready to go. Just it's the same thing like a car, right? They say to like warm up your
Warm it
car,
up. Yeah.
like warm up your car a little bit because it needs to. Like, I mean, sure, you can drive off just right away, but should you? No, you
Yeah.
should probably just let it warm up for a few minutes. And then overall, I mean, there's just I don't want to like take too long, but there's a lot. Like warming up will also just increase your performance.
Yeah.
Meaning you will probably do better if you warmed up in your lifts. You will do a lot better versus if you don't warm up.
Yeah.
So that in itself just skyrockets your performance, which is obviously great. Guess what? Better performance, better gains, better
That's
progress over
good. No, this is
time.
good. This is good. You showing your certification.
No,
Keep going.
Period.
I mean, she's not lying because I can say that, like, I know that,
Yeah.
like, the times that I have, like, done stretching before,
Yeah.
like, I feel like I can lift the weight, like, because I can lift the weight better.
Yeah.
When I haven't done the stretching, like, I can feel like, sometimes you feel like it cramp up or something,
Yeah.
like when you're in the midst of the set. Oh, look, there he is.
Yo. What? Oh my god. Oh yeah. All right. Like I put my camera on and start laughing. Yo, like what the heck?
Set yourself up with that one. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. It's all jokes. You know that. Sorry, Kara,
Yeah,
continue.
Kara was rudely interrupted.
No, I introduced you because you just don't always have your camera on, so it was a surprise. Anyways. Yeah, so I was just saying that I have noticed, like, when I do stretch,
Yeah.
I can, like, I feel the weight better because there's sometimes when it's like if I didn't stretch beforehand and I've done the weights, like I
Yeah.
did a set, then I'm like, oh, let me stretch now because like while I'm doing my resting, because I'm like, oh shoot, I could feel it that I'm not like ready
Yeah.
for this exercise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Kara, you mentioned your knee. Like we talked about your knee before.
Oh
And so
yeah.
that's why I'm also like that's why I think this topic would be very helpful for not just you, but me too, and he too. Like anybody who's having it, like who has had injuries in the past, right? Like,
I am careful with my knee. Like I will say
mhm.
that is something because of the injury that I had
Yeah,
there. Honestly, I should be careful with my whole body, but like because of the fact that I had the injury on my knee, I am a lot more like aware of like stretching my lower body for sure.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's really good. Um, and how long are you stretching for, Kara?
Uh, well, when I stretch,
And be honest, because I just like other
when
people
I
may.
stretch, it really depends. It honestly depends. Um,
Mm,
sometimes, like for me, it's sometimes I have more time after my warm up that I did on the like elliptical
yeah.
than others. Like when I'm waiting for my trainer to come over. So if I know what I'm working, then like I will stretch for like 2 to 3 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
maybe five, sometimes five. Um, like 2 to 3 is probably average.
Average.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
it really just depends on how long it takes my trainer to come to
Mm-hmm.
start whatever workout we're doing, which I
Yeah.
don't know. Like I usually know the body part, but I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what is gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Because he said, yeah, you tell me how much you don't like him because of his workouts.
I didn't say that I don't like him.
You be talking about
I
how you,
never said I don't like him. I said he pushes me hard. I like my trainer a lot.
yo,
Don't be lying to me.
She
Don't be
be,
lying.
It's okay.
Sal,
No, my
Sal,
client
I like you.
same way.
man. Hey, all I know is Garrett be like, he had me running all over the place. Like, you,
It's okay.
What are you
Garrett,
talking about?
Garrett be
This
bashing y'all. No.
lying, lies,
I'm
Minty
sure
Resto.
I'm sure my clients think of me the same way, so it's fine. It's okay.
I, Sal, if you're watching this, I like you. I think you know already.
Look, she said like, not love.
He knows. Sal knows. He knows that Kara likes me.
No, but no, again, that's what we have trainers because going back to what you just shared with us, G. Like, I mean, yeah.
Sorry, real quick. I don't know where you were going because I also wanted to talk about the static stretching. I didn't really talk about like because you were asking about the science about it, like
Yeah,
the
go
benefit.
ahead. I know you on the road. Go ahead.
Sorry. I just wanted to include it before you went on to the next question. That's all.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay, because now with static stretching, right? That's a
Mm-hmm.
little different
Mm-hmm.
because it's like after the workout, you already worked out, put weight, lifted, right? So why stretch after? So
That's good.
stretching will help like pretty much because you have to think of your muscle like when you're working out, your muscle is like contracting. So it's
Yeah.
going like this and then lengthening, like
Mm-hmm.
stretching. So it goes like contract,
Mm.
lengthens. It's constantly doing that throughout your
Yeah.
work. But then afterwards, when you're stretching, you're
Mm-hmm.
trying to elongate it. You're trying to like extend it
Mm-hmm.
to relieve all because when you're working out, you're putting tension in those muscles.
Yeah.
And I feel like to someone who doesn't really know much about working out, tension kind of sounds like a negative thing.
Mm-hmm.
But working out technically adds stress to your body. There's different types of stress. And
Mm-hmm.
working out does cause stress, period. It does.
Mm-hmm.
But is it the bad stress where it's like gonna kill you? No, not necessarily. No, it's not like that type of stress, but it is a stress to the body. So it's important to relieve that stress and that tension after you work out. Because guess what? If you're not stretching over a period of time, where's
Mm-hmm.
that stretch going? Where's the tension? It's still here. It's still in your shoulder. It's still in your back. It's still in your hips. You haven't let it go.
Wait, tension stays in muscles? Like,
Yes, it will stay there. And guess what? Like that's why people start experiencing tightness and pain and discomfort because your
mm,
body is literally telling you, "Hey, you can you like stretch? Can you like move me? Can you like do this because this is hurting."
yeah.
Your own body tries to tell you. So all your
Mm-hmm.
symptoms, your body's literally communicating to you, hey, this right here. So stretching will help relieve all that because like I said, it will stay there. And I've actually seen stretching is for some reason, stretching is a very controversial topic in fitness. I personally don't understand it.
Wait,
I just,
controversial how? As in like you don't need it?
yeah. Some people argue that you
Oh
don't need
no,
to.
no, stop lying. What?
Well, I'm gonna get into it. Let me explain real quick, okay?
Oh, she on a roll.
Sorry, I know I'm talking a lot
No,
today,
no,
but
no,
I just
I love
no,
it.
I'm sorry. I know I'm talking a lot today, but I need you guys to know. And if no one else listens, I don't care. I just want both of you to listen.
I'm
Even if
listening.
you don't. Thank you.
I'm
Because seriously, people don't stretch. And it's crazy. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, it baffles me though, because you honestly, it's like you really don't realize how that is gonna affect you, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Mhm.
But yes, people argue, some people argue that you don't need stretching. And I've heard different
That's
things.
crazy.
I've heard some people say, oh, you technically don't need to stretch because when you're working out, you know how I mentioned like your muscle contracts and lengthens.
Yeah.
Some people use that as an argument. Oh, well, when you're working out, when you're lengthening the muscle, that lengthens right there, so you don't need to stretch. To me, again, I'm not, I'm not a whole freaking researcher or whatever, right? I'm not.
Mhm.
However, that just doesn't make sense to me because it's like, yeah, you're lengthening with a lot, but with weight though. You're doing that with weight. So
Yeah, true,
do it
true.
without the weight.
Yeah,
How
true.
are you gonna just do it with the weight,
Yeah,
but not do it without the weight? You need to do it without the weight in order to release all that. And so people will
that's
use
good.
that as like an argument to not stretch. But
Wow.
I'm gonna just say this, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. A lot of times, the people that say that online, whenever I go through their profiles, whenever I go through their stuff, a lot of times those people have had several injuries
Injuries.
in
Mhm.
the past. So it makes me wonder, huh, interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because you don't really stretch. Oh, you don't believe in stretching and you don't do those things.
Yeah.
Maybe stretch, you would have better shoulders, you would have better hips, you'd have a better back. Just a thought. So I'm keeping it real. So that's something that I notice a lot. The people that I know, not again, I'm also mentioning people that I know in person,
Oh, wow.
don't stretch. A lot of times, again, like you said, Trey, they
Mhm.
feel pain and they feel discomfort. But
Yeah.
guess what? They will just let it slide and they keep working out without stretching. And I'm like, dude, at some point,
Mm.
like, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not trying to like speak negatively upon your life, but I'm sorry. Like, one day your body will get injured and it's going to be a rude awakening. Like, I
Mm.
hope that doesn't happen. But at the same time, it's kind of like, dude, that's what you're doing,
That's
though.
what you're doing. Yeah.
That's what you're really doing, though.
Yeah.
So I actually know a trainer right now
Mm.
who is experiencing some like back pain, like lower back pain,
Yeah.
kind of like around like hip and back. Like it goes from her hip and it goes like to her back to her
Mm.
glutes. At first I was telling her like maybe sciatica, but I
Yeah.
don't know
Yeah.
for sure, right? But something that she mentioned is she's like, well, Giselle, if I'm being honest with you, I don't stretch. I just work out and I don't stretch. She doesn't warm up and she doesn't stretch. She just works out. And I'm like, girl,
Yeah.
how do you expect to lift all that weight? Because she lifts pretty heavy. She's strong. So I'm like, okay, how do you expect to lift all that weight,
Yeah.
not feel anything afterward? If you're not stretching, you're gonna feel it for
Gonna
sure.
feel it. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's something that she's trying to like implement now
Mm-hmm.
because she hasn't been doing that. Also, I will say too, a lot of people don't think about their nervous system. So when it comes to working out, I've noticed a lot, and I get it because some people just don't know this information, right?
Yeah.
But you have to understand that your nervous system plays a huge role, I mean, in anything, every second
Mm.
of your life. But when you're working out, stretching will also help your nervous system calm down and
Oh yeah.
relax.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So you also have to consider that too. Over a
Mm-hmm.
period of time, you're not doing that. That again, I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like that causes a lot of overstimulation in your body.
Mm.
Like there's just too much going on. But I bring that up too because even with rest periods, I know that's another topic, but I bring that up real quick because a lot of people don't rest enough in between their sets because they don't want to. They just want to rest for a short period of time and don't realize your nervous system needs that rest. And there's just a lot. I feel like a
Yeah.
lot of people just don't realize like your body's doing so much for you to even do that squat, even if it's not heavy weight. I mean, heavy is different for everyone, right? Like your body does so much for you when you're working out. You need to think about those things, like your nervous system. Your body needs that in order for you to just have good performance throughout your workout and over a
It's
period of
good.
time.
It's
I'm
good.
sorry, I'm talking a lot. I can go
Nah,
on and on about this.
yo, I'm just so glad I hit a nerve. Like, let's go. We talking about the
No,
nervous
you
system.
did. No,
It's,
you
it's
did.
really, it's really good information, G. And also just like, I mean, um, I just kind of think about like people who, I mean, sometimes me too,
Me too.
but like people are like, they sometimes use the massages as an excuse for not stretching because they're like the masseuse will get out
Well,
the
that's
knot.
good.
Which like, you know, a good masseuse will tell you drink water and also stretch, you know, too, because like,
Yeah.
you know, you have
Mhm.
these knots because you're not stretching.
Mm.
Like that's like the reason.
Hold on, G.
Yeah,
Hold on. Let talk.
I'm sorry.
I'm
I
playing.
mean, that's I
I
don't have a
see.
lot to say. I mean, I do like, I mean, for me, I haven't done yoga in a while. I used to do yoga a lot.
Yeah.
So that was kind of that was my stretching,
Mm-hmm.
was like doing yoga all the time. Like it was like I used
But
to do
yoga isn't stretching, is it? Or
yoga is like, I mean, yoga is it stretches you, but it's also not. It's like
mm,
it's a workout in and of itself, you know.
mm.
So
Because then you got Pilates, and that's a whole nother story. But those things aren't really like stretching.
You're talking about yoga?
Yes, yoga, Pilates, like that type of like movement and stuff. Like,
Well, yoga can be a workout. It really just depends how you do it. So that's why I say
but
yeah,
it's not stretching.
it
it, it,
can be. Parts of it can be,
Mm.
but people will do yoga to actually work out.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, like to
Sometimes,
actually,
sometimes I do it as a workout. So like
yeah.
Mm.
there's like, but yoga incorporates the dynamic and the
Mhm,
static.
mhm.
Um, like when
Mm.
you're like working out, it's or like when you're using it as a workout, they'll do a lot more dynamic
Mm.
movements in it. When they're doing it more like a slow flow kind of thing, they do a few more static movements.
Mm.
But there still is like different, like it is the way that you have to balance as well
Mm.
is part of the workout. That's like,
Mm.
yeah.
Wow.
Yoga's
But
a
it's
challenge, Trey. Don't think it's just like little stretches. Like yoga can be hard. It's hard.
yeah, it
I
is.
think I think of yoga. When I think of yoga, I just think of a flamingo, like how it has like the legs and it's just standing on one leg or something. I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, I mean that is one of the poses. It's not called flamingo, it's called the tree pose.
Oh, I thought it was called the flamingo. Okay.
That
Do the flamingo. No. No, but I love that. I love that. Like I love what you all are giving. And you were gonna say something too. I'm sorry. I just want to Kara to finish first.
No, because
No.
I do have more to say, but I could also say this stuff at the end. So just ask your next question.
She ready, Kara.
this is good. She has good information. She has like the information because I don't have a lot of information on this actually.
Me neither.
I'm
But
still learning. So I like having somebody like G that knows what she's doing.
true. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Like it's but like it's funny. I don't normally see her like this, so it's like real funny because I'm like, damn, she's like a bunny rabbit right now. Pick me. Look, I see you now. No, but go ahead. You can share what you're about to share though.
No, seriously, no, like what like ask your question. Like what is it?
No, I think to be honest well, yeah, there was one other question I was about to ask. Actually, it was going to be probably more of a personal question. Um, And so that's why, like, you can answer. You can go ahead and say what you're going to say because I think my next question is going to be kind of personal. Since I'm doing something tomorrow, I'm doing one of those other courses that I told you about, which was like the what's it called, the class pass, the course thing that I did. Remember I told you about the other one that I think I told both of you about that.
Oh, okay.
You
About
haven't
that.
told me, but that's okay.
Oh, Gary, I got to tell you, yeah, like, yeah, because I had hit G up because I had done it. And I was thinking that you probably knew what it was, G, but you
I
said you
do know
didn't
what
know.
I know what ClassPass is because my sister gave me one once for oh, what was the thing? It was it was a terrible, horrible class.
Yeah, but it's like intense, right?
No, I did. What was it called? Oh,
It
I
was
don't
like
want to ever do that
full
again.
body, full body or cardio. They have tomorrow. I'm doing kickboxing.
No, I would have loved kickboxing,
Yeah, I'm doing that.
but no, it was what was it? Now I can't think of the name. It's like ballet, the bar. It was a bar class.
Oh, okay.
You know those?
I've never done it, but like I've seen them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I tried it. I almost died. But that's only because no, that's just because I have a bad knee. So I had to do like so you're supposed to go on your toes, kind of like in ballet. Like
Mm.
yeah, the bar, like, you know. Oh, that was tough. I also
Bars.
it's called bar, Barre.
Mm.
A type of yeah. It was like it was intense. It was good, but I had to leave early. Well, first of all, I had just ridden on a train at 4 in the morning. And I went straight from the train basically to the class. So I was
Oh
exhausted.
my goodness,
I hadn't slept. I didn't have a lot of water. I hadn't really eaten.
that was me.
All,
Yep.
all of those things, plus my bad knee, were a bad combination to go to this.
Hmm.
But so yeah, I had to leave early from the class. I felt kind of bad, but I felt like I was gonna pass out.
That's
So
that's how that's exactly how I felt. Yep. And to be honest with you, and G, I'll just say this before you say your statement. Then, so to be honest with you, it was a matter in which I didn't even stretch. Like I didn't even have the time to because the classes are just so intense and they're so like fast and stuff. If you get in like a few minutes late, you're gonna miss the stretching. You're gonna miss going over all the things. And so I guess okay, I guess this will be my last question, G, and then you can kind of go into it if you want to. But is stretching so important that at this point, knowing all that we know so far, and maybe I should let you explain what you're about to say before I ask this, but should a person probably not even work out until they stretch? Like, is it that important to where it's like if you ain't got time to stretch before or after, you might as well just hang up in terms of not even trying because you're gonna eventually just hurt yourself. Like, is it that important to the point to where it's just like you need to consider whether or not you really ready for fitness if you can't stretch?
That's a great question.
That's why I do what I do. That's why I do what I do. No.
I'm honestly like, as much as I want to say, get the workout in and everything, you have to warm up. Like, at least that. Like, how are you not going to warm up? I genuinely don't understand how people can work
Yeah,
out
I don't
without a warm.
understand it.
I can't comprehend it. I just can't. I would be scared to.
Yeah, yeah,
I
no,
would
for
be
real.
so scared.
Hmm.
Like, I always warm up. Always,
Yeah,
no matter what I'm doing. Like, yeah. So yeah, I just feel like I mean, how can the way I see it, again, I'm not trying to sound harsh, but the way I see it is you are doing a disservice to yourself
mm,
if you don't warm up and if you
mm,
don't stretch after,
mm,
honestly. It's just like you're missing a huge piece of the puzzle. You
yeah.
really are. And I say that with love. I say it with all love. I truly do. I truly do. Because even in if I were to like get the certification book, the personal training, there's a whole component about stretching
Oh wow.
and all that. Because when as a trainer, like obviously because it teaches you like how to assess someone, right? And assess someone's overall health.
Mm-hmm.
One of the main components is, guess what?
Stretch.
Stretching, flexibility.
Yeah, flexibility. Yeah.
It's one of the components to assess someone's physical health. And
isn't mobility? Is mobility under stretching?
it's in the same, but mobility is also like a little different, just a little bit.
Yeah, it is a little different when I be seeing people doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little different. But yeah, I mean, it's kind under the same umbrella, but just different, I would say, categories.
Yeah.
But overall, like I said, like if that doesn't tell you how important it is, I don't know what will. Like just being honest. So again, I feel very strongly about this. Like I feel like it is,
You do? You do? No.
yes, like it's just again, you're missing a huge piece of the puzzle. Really. You really are. If you're not warming up and then stretching afterward, like even just a few minutes, it goes such a long way. Your body will thank you. It will thank you now and it will thank you later on.
Mhm.
Well, I'll say this, like, I mean, when I was in the army, something that they did as well, like, is like we did the dynamic stretching beforehand, and then we did the
Mhm.
cool downs after our actual like PT, whatever it was, like
Mhm.
whatever we did. You always started with, now people thought it was annoying, like,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
it's repetitive. We always did the same
Yeah.
thing. But at the end of the day, the reason for it, and like they put it in there because people did the research
Mhm.
on it and said this will help to prevent injuries
Yeah.
in the long run. So you have to do this. Like that's why it's like a regulation, like to
Wow.
do that before you do it.
Mhm.
Like also like to cool down afterwards. Like
Yeah.
there's specific stretches that they do before the actual workout and after the actual workout. Whatever it is we're doing, running, marching,
Yeah.
whatever it was. Like those were things. And it's there for a reason because like G was saying, like it really is important.
Yeah. That's good. This is good.
Can I say can I say one more? um
Yeah, you go.
Also, I will say I think it annoys a lot of people
Mm.
because it forces you to do something slow.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it annoys a lot of people. And that's why a lot of people don't like to do it. Because I've heard people say this, even whether it's in person or online. I've heard people say, oh, I don't like to stretch after my workout because it's boring. Like I'm just there, here and doing there. Like I could use that time to do something else. I've heard people say that.
Yeah. Yeah, me
But
too. Mm.
also strongly believe that it's a mental thing, honestly. And that mindset is holding you back because you don't want to force yourself to slow down. I will argue that that right there is a very bad habit,
Yeah.
a very bad habit, honestly.
Yeah.
That shows a lot. It's like, oh, okay, you won't even force yourself to slow down and relieve all that tension. What
Yeah.
happens when you're injured? Do you
Yeah.
push through injuries? Do you push through this? Do you even know how to recover properly?
Yeah.
That right there sparks all of these questions in my brain.
Yeah.
As a trainer, that's what I go because it's like, I will say this too, something that I've learned over the past few years, and this is something I try to stress to my clients as well, is the more you work out, the harder you work out, the more intense, and as you start to advance more and more in your fitness journey, the more you need to make sure your rest and recovery is on point. Your rest and recovery needs to be just as good
Yeah.
as the workouts. It cannot be less. It just can't. They both are so freaking important.
Mm. Yeah,
Which is
yeah.
why in my content, I try
You
to,
always say
yes,
that. Yeah.
I try every few months, I try to talk about
Mm-hmm.
rest and
Mm-hmm.
recovery, post a video or on my stories or whatever, post it somewhere
Yeah.
where I do talk about rest and recovery. And even then, when I show client transformations, I'll incorporate
You
in the
do.
captions too,
Mm-hmm.
so that people get it. Like, oh, okay, recovery,
Yeah.
rest, okay. So
Mm-hmm.
people get it. Like, it is so important. It's so important. So again, like I said, honestly, the more you work out, the harder you work out, the
Yeah.
more you need to recover.
That's
Really.
good.
That's good. That's good. That's really good. And it's so funny because you even look at people who are kind of like the bodybuilders, of fitness, or just look at all these other different people who, in a sense, have a level of authority in fitness. I know again a guy named Larry Wills, and there's other guys, Mike Rashid, like other big name, top name guys that a lot of fitness guys look up to. And all day long, they literally start their YouTube videos off in the gym lifting heavy weight. And they're just like, hey man, this is what you do. We're gonna go ahead and hit chest. I just watched the video with Terry Crews, and they're just like, we're gonna go ahead and hit chest, man. We're gonna go ahead with chest and this and that. And there's no mention. I mean, there's no mention of stretching. There's never a mention of stretching. There's never a mention of static dynamic. I never heard of that. I never heard of that until UG. I never heard of that ever. I don't even hear that with other personal trainers. Like, I don't hear that in content. The same thing about calorie deficits. I didn't hear anything about. I didn't even know necessarily what a calorie was, to be honest with you. Like, just you don't hear these things, and it's like, man, these are like some of the like basics of fitness, and we don't even know that. And you got people debating whether or not you need to stretch or whether or not you need to do cardio. Like, I like some people say you don't need cardio. Like, there's literally some crazy stuff going around. I don't know, but that's why I was a trainer. I had to step down, unfortunately. But they yeah, I had to give them, okay. What were you about to say, Kara?
I was gonna say, I think that a lot of this like has to do with like the mentality of like you want something fast, you want something quick, you want that
Boom.
fast change.
Boom.
So like, even with like some of the stuff you see like with weight loss and things, or like, people are always looking for that quick fix.
Boom.
And stretching is not quick, and it's not meant to be.
Boom.
So like that,
Mm-hmm.
like G was saying, like people get annoyed about it.
Yeah.
Like sometimes even like like even in like I said with the army, we were supposed to do those things, right, to prevent injury. But sometimes they would like rush through the thing to get to the fun part, the actual workout,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
which isn't good.
Yeah.
But like, so it's like you want that quick. People want it to be instantaneous, but it's not. And that's what like, I've been learning a lot, and like, trying to get that mentality in is just like, okay, you're gonna see the progress. Sometimes it's gonna be slow. Sometimes you might go up a little bit. Sometimes you
Yeah.
might go, but
Yeah.
like as it's the consistency and it's the habits that you
Yep.
build over time that will like sustain you. And um so I think what G was saying about like when you increase your
Mm-hmm.
exercise level, and correct me if I misheard you, but what I heard was, like when you're increasing your exercise level, that's when you also need to focus and increase like your rest time and your recovery time too. Like that also has to have, like, you have to have the same amount of dedication to exercise as you do to resting and recuperating. And you have to have that same dedication not only to those things but also to your nutrition. It all comes together.
Absolutely. 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 It's good. This is good. I ain't bringing this topic up ever again until we have a whole number. Yo, I love this though. I love this though because, like I said, Kara, she be ready to get out here by 9:30 or by 8:30. Like, but she hanging in at 16 minutes over. I don't remember the last time you did that ever. Like,
I didn't even notice. I'm sorry.
no, y'all good, good. It's G to blame. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. This was good, G.
Don't have the timer on or anything though.
Yeah,
No, no, do not do that. Don't you not gonna say
No, you haven't had the timer because then that was like, okay.
yeah, you sometimes do. You sometimes have like when you have the 3-minute timers, it does help. Let's keep ourselves on track.
Okay. 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 It's my fault. I should have had the time on. You're exactly right.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you had the timer, we could cut ourselves off.
Okay. Even though some people out here have said, "Oh no, I gotta stop," but let me just say one more thing. You know, even so.
But yeah, but if you would have had the timer from the beginning, I probably would have tried to set things a little more like quickly. Like quick.
Can
You're
be
fine.
sustained. Or if we need more time, you could just add more time. Like it's not like the timers are like,
That's
Yeah.
true. That's
hard
true.
and fast.
That's true.
If she was like in the middle of a really good point, because I didn't have a lot to say, which she was a lot of times, then we could have been like, put another 3 minutes on her.
That time would have been on negative 24 minutes. No, no, it's all good. It's all good. I actually really enjoyed the fact that y'all got such an enjoyment out of it. Like, no lie. I really, again, I pride myself off of asking great questions. And I think that they can do something like this. So that's what happened. Like, we just got carried away. And I'm genuinely just curious. Like, I pay attention. Like, I don't think people realize how much I pay attention, but I literally pay attention and I'll be looking at a lot of stuff. And then I realize what isn't there, and then my brain just goes into a bunch of different questions. And stretching was one of them. I was like, man, I'm not saying that nowhere. And then I also sit with myself. When I don't stretch, I'm a mess. But when I do stretch, man, like I even be like, you be letting gas go easier. Like everything just gets it. Everything be flowing.
Mhm. Easier. Yeah.
It's easier. It's easier. That's what I'm saying. So, you know, yeah, it's very much so needed. It's very much so an important part of fitness. Even so, to the point to where we have someone that's a trainer, AKG, and she's saying you probably should consider even working out. You know, like that's pretty serious. So hopefully when other people look at this video and as I post the snippets and things of that nature that comes with it, hopefully other people will join in on this conversation. And hopefully we'll get other people that come on here and challenge perhaps G or Kara, like to challenge y'all and like in the sense want to go toe and toe. Like, hey, you say, stretching. I don't think that I'm gonna cut it up to where people gonna probably say something. So y'all just get ready for the hate mail that's gonna come along with it.
We know you will.
Hey,
You
man,
always do.
try to start things all the time.
Yeah.
I listen. I am a peacekeeper, so don't you be bringing war to me.
What Jesus say? I ain't come to bring peace but a sword. So be ready. That's in the Bible. That's James chapter 3, verse 8, I think.
Okay. I'll look it up and I will make sure that you're telling me the truth.
I don't think it's that verse.
He said
But I
it
know,
wrong.
yeah.
He said it. If he misspoke,
No, I don't do that. Okay.
This will be a snippet. No,
heard.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna put the verse. I'm gonna say Trey.
And I'm gonna
I
block
don't
all
know. It
y'all.
could be right.
I'm blocking all y'all. No, I'm blocking.
Yeah, you can. You can block all of us, but guess what? You can't block the Lord.
Yes.
I cannot, man. Look.
I love
Y'all are hilarious, man. But this was dope. This is super dope. Again, thank y'all so much. Gee, thank you, Kara. Thank y'all for y'all experiences, personal stories. Thank y'all so much. I know we ran over. I do apologize, but this was grand. This was grand. Thank you so much. So but then in closing, that we're closing out here. Is there anything that either one of you would like to say? Any last words? Anything that y'all want to give? Tips y'all want to give to the audience or anybody that may not have ever stretched or they're starting their fitness journey and they don't really have a perspective on stretching and they're just like, if there's one word, two word, three words that you could say that could set the tone for stretching. Anything y'all want to say?
Well, don't be mad at yourself if you're not like if you've never stretched before, don't be mad at yourself if you're not like super flexible at the beginning. Like if you can only go like I don't know, like this far or
Mm-hmm.
something. You know, like you can't bring it all the way, or like you can't touch your toes.
Yeah.
That's okay. Like you're not gonna if you haven't stretched, you're not gonna like necessarily reach your toes right away.
Yeah.
But as you stretch more, you should gain more flexibility and
Yeah.
you'll get better at it.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Thank you. Thank you for that. That's really good. All right. And G, anything you want to give the folks?
Yeah, I agree with Kara. Don't beat yourself up. Just like how you make progress with your workouts, like the exercises, you can make progress with dynamic and static stretching. And also make the time, period. That's what it is. You just got to make the time for it. At least 5 minutes before your workout, 5 minutes after each time. That's all you need. And it goes such a long way. So you just got to make the time. Even if you do join a class and they don't get into the warm up, then you got to get to the parking lot 10 minutes before and warm up in the parking lot, warm up by your car.
That's true.
Why not?
Mhm.
That's true.
Just do that.
Yeah.
And then now you walk in the class ready to go.
I'm gonna do that
So there's
tomorrow.
no excuse.
I'm gonna do it tomorrow.
There's no,
Yeah.
yeah, really. So that's what I'll say.
No, that's good. That's real good. I appreciate that. Yeah. No, I think both are amazing tips, and I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. This is dope. This is super dope. I'm just, I'm really just like flabbergasted by how G just literally.
She knew what she was talking about, Trey.
I love it. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. It's funny, like a kid in the candy stuff. I love it. All right, y'all. But thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good night. This is your boy Trey. Let's just talk Trey with G and Kara. Thank y'all so much. And until next time, we'll see what next topic we got. We'll see if y'all get just as hyped by the next. All right, y'all. Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.